Well, it's day one of the deer hunt. Beautiful night tonight. Nice and actually about -4 and hardly any wind, so it's can be a nice sit. Hopefully get that big daddy to roll out. Got a nice 8-point on camera, and like I said, we'll put the time in the stands and keep our fingers crossed we're successful. Here they come. Does are coming in for a feed. There was a second one that just went off into the side bush. They're both looking off into the bush. Hopefully they're waiting on another deer or a big buck. They just keep staring. The one on the back is a good size. Hopefully Big Daddy shows up soon. Well, I'm back in the stand. It's day 2. Had a couple does yesterday, probably for an hour and a half. Just rooting around and hitting my bait piles, which is really nice to see. I was hoping for their big daddy to come by, but no sign of the buck yet. We have a 8-point on camera that's a decent size, so we're really hoping he's going to show. Well, this is Deer Hunt 2022. Let's get this show on the road and knock down that big daddy. This is my view from my tree stand. Kind of windy and blowing us a little around a little bit tonight, but those are my 2 main shooting lanes here. And so those does were last night for about an hour and a half. And they'll move their way over to this main lane here, hit my other 2 piles. But we're going to hold out for the big daddy and see what happens. Up in my double tree stand here, got the Excalibur all set up, ready to rock with a nice hypodermic rage tip on her. Breezy night, but at least the snow stopped. It was blowing snow there pretty much all day. Day 2's a little bit windy here. I got some weird squeaky tree behind me. Every time the big gust comes, it makes a real loud screech, but we'll keep our eyes peeled and see what the night brings. I just want to show you what I'm using here. This is the Micro 340 from Excalibur. I got the Tact 100 scope on it. It's literally a tack driver, man. I'm telling you, this thing is awesome. 50 yards every time in the white. It's a fantastic bow, nice and short. It fits. I can lean it on the front of my stand, and I literally just tuck it, and it sits there underneath my arm. So it sits on me. It sits ready. But you know what? I forget it's there. It's just sitting there ready to rock. So anyways, that's what I'm using, is the Micro 340 takedown with a tack scope. That tack scope is something else. And it's got the red and green reticle lighted if you want it, and all your yardage is lit up in the scope itself. It's phenomenal. Anyways, that's what I'm using, guys. The Micro 340 takedown. Good luck out there. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I covered up my baby with a wool blanket. Yeah, it really doesn't want to stop snowing. Got a good little blizzard going on here. Beautiful out though. Just blowing a little bit. Gotta love Northern Ontario. Well, looks like day 2 is going to end in a crazy blizzard here. It is a total whiteout. Oh well, maybe something will get crazy and run around and, I don't know, show up at 20 yards because I can't see much further than that. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Well, the blizzard stopped, but I'm going to have to probably scare her off to get her to my stand. She might have heard me talking. No, maybe not. It's getting close to the end, and I just was about to get down to my stand, but she popped out, so I don't want her to know where I am, though. Pretty easy shot at 43 yards. I'm just hoping the big buck's going to be following her. But I only got about another minute or so shooting light. Maybe I'll give her a snort wheeze and see what she says. See what she does. Psh, psh, psh. Psh, psh, psh. Just staring at me, or this direction anyways. That's too cute. Maybe later on this week. Put her on the dinner plate. Oh, that's the end of day 2. Just starting to get dark enough there that I don't want to be shooting and trying to find her in the dark. And I'm kind of looking for a bigger deer anyway, so. She doesn't know what to do. She's just feeding away. Doesn't really care. Do, 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 do. Psh, psh, psh. Oh, well, good night, folks. Well, it's day 3, folks, and our snowstorm finally stopped. We've got about 8 inches of snow dropped on the ground. A few tracks here and there as I came in, so they're still running around. Looks like mostly doe tracks, but like I said, hopefully one of the deer will, one of the bucks will show up there and we'll be able to lay the boots to him. But yeah, see what happens. Hoping even to get a partridge today would be kind of nice. Got a couple the other day, so anyways, stick with me. It's gonna happen, I'm telling you. It's gonna happen. I've got a very cautious little button buck. Taking his time. Looks like he has little dark nubs on his forehead. Just no antlers yet. keep an eye on him for a while. Hopefully a big brother or something will show up. He keeps staring into the bush to my left. A lot more cautious than the does were yesterday. Not a terribly small deer either. A good size for a button. Well, it doesn't get any better a shot than that, but let him go by. Maybe his big daddy buddy will come out a little later on and give me a broadside. Keep our fingers crossed. Well, we're getting to the end of day 2. Just had the small button come in and mill around here for a while. He's not what we're looking for, though. We're kind of looking for his big brother, but hopefully the big brother shows up this week. Gun starts tomorrow, so we'll be out here with our rifles. See what tomorrow brings.